Guys, we have something big to talk about today. If you weren't able to tell by the title of this video or what you see in the camera, there is something that has been changed quite dramatically from the last video you may have seen me in. And if my guess is as good as your guess, you would have noticed that I'm in a very, very different looking room than what most of my videos have been for the last few years. And that's because, my friends, we have moved. We have moved on up in the world. We have actually bought a god freaking house. We bought a house, which is crazy to think about because I never thought that I would ever do something like that at 25. But trust me, it was not easy. The market right now is terrible, but we kind of had our hands tied with the townhouse rental that we were at, where you saw most of the videos for the last few years in that dingy basement. Now we actually have a home to call ours that we have equity in, and I have this room down in the basement, which is finished, by the way. The entire basement is finished, so it's got flooring and drywall, the whole 9 yards. It's a very nice basement, but in the back corner, it's got this room separated off that is right here that I have turned into my studio. There are 3 other bedrooms upstairs, so we've got ample space. But that's the biggest thing for me now. Looking back on videos back at the old place and just the mindset I was in when I was recording those videos, always in the back of my head was, God, this just looks so terrible because it's just like an unfinished basement and there's not a lot that I can do. It's cement walls, cement floor. Can't really hang too many things from the rafters. I bought some black curtain thing that you might have seen a handful of times, but even that can look kind of weird sometimes. I didn't like the space that I was in. Now I have this actual room that is a finished room with drywall, outlets. It's got a window in the basement. It's got egress windows, so like there's a window there. Like I can get fresh air or sunlight or whatever, or close it if I want. And there's a door to block off the room. My guitars are off camera over there. You see my bookshelf in the background over here with a lot of my stuff that I'm trying to do more of a display thing. And the space just feels more mine. It's more inspiring and it's a lot more fun to be in compared to that dingy basement at the last place we were at. Basically what it broke down to for us, because maybe some of you are in the same situation where rent is just way too crazy high, but the idea of buying a house just seems impossible now with the way the market is as well. What we basically did is we were able to stay within our budget with what we had already been comfortable with at our rental place for the mortgage for a house, and that's how we shopped around. We took a long time, probably a good solid 6 months to kind of search and find the right one, and we finally settled on this place that I'm in now, and we couldn't be any happier. It's got a fenced in backyard for Dio, so I can go out and play with him and he can run free, and it's got new appliances, all sorts of great stuff, vaulted ceilings upstairs, so it makes everything feel more spacious, and things kind of worked out in the best way that it probably could have, and we got lucky. I know it is still not easy out there, and I think we just kind of lucked out a little bit. So I don't want to make this super long, but I just wanted to update you guys if you didn't notice in the little like April Fool's video that I posted that I'm in a different studio space now, and throughout from now and beyond, you're going to see changes to the studio, probably things added to the bookshelf, things on the wall. I'm just going to kind of make the space my own, make it look really good for the background of videos and whatnot, and you're going to see a lot of cool stuff being recorded in here. So look forward to that, and not a dingy serial killer looking basement. And yeah, things are great. So expect a lot of cool looking stuff from now on, things that are more pleasing to the eye. And yeah, that's really about it. So thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and sticking with me through all of these crazy life changes over the years. And also, we just passed 2,000 subscribers, funny enough, today. Awesome. We're definitely growing the community at a decent rate. And if you haven't already told your friends about the channel, what are you doing? Also, if you haven't already subscribed to the Metal Brain podcast, my podcast as well, go do that. I go into a lot more depth about things in my life and the house and stuff like that. So there's an episode out on there right now, so you can go check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys later. Yeah.